As a trainer, I'm always looking for interesting, exciting ways to help my clients reward their dogs in ways that are meaningful and quick and that are fun for everybody. The Treat and Train, which is available from jjdog.com, is a great tool, and I'm so glad I've discovered it. I want to tell you a little bit about it and maybe show you some examples of how you can add it to your own training program as well. A group of friends and I got together recently to see how we could use the Treat and Train to help our own dogs learn. We found that in a very short time frame we could accomplish lots with our dogs. For example, we were able to teach a very young dog, who was probably about 3.5 months old, some confidence and independence. You know, little puppies, they always want to hang out with us because it's really cool and that's what we've taught them to do. But we also have to instill confidence and independence in them. By using the Treat and Train, we primed the puppy to know that it could just come up and get a cookie out of here and celebrate. And we used it to teach the dog to go forward and go away from its handler and to be a little bit more independent and a little bit more confident. Super learning for a puppy that was about 3.5 months old. Another way that we used the Treat and Train was to add some duration to a behavior. For example, my puppy knows how to lie down, but sometimes he's a little on the wiggly side. So we used the Treat and Train to get the behavior that we wanted, the down, and we rewarded him for the duration of staying put. We placed the Treat and Train next to him, and using the remote control system, I just kept feeding him cookies, and that kept him in place. It was really kind of fun. He thought, this is a super thing to do. A friend of mine who was training her dog for obedience used the Treat and Train to teach what's called a go out. And that means the dog just has to keep moving forward and go away from the handler. And so we used the Treat and Train, primed it again so the dog understood the audible tone that it makes. It's a beep. And every time it heard the beep, it got a cookie from the Treat and Train. And eventually we were able to just say, go on, and the dog went out beautifully. The Treat and Train's value is that you can teach distance behaviors to a dog. So often that's difficult for us in any kind of training that we do. Is how do we get the dog to work far away from us? Treat and Train is the answer for that one. We were able to teach directionals, left, right, go straight, in quick order to the puppies. We had them touch their front paws to a target plate and then gave them the command left or right. And for a correct hit on the target plate and a correct turn with their body, we released the remote control, they got their cookies. If they didn't turn in the correct direction, we just didn't mark it at all, and dogs quickly learned that by going to the right or to the left or go on, as we indicated, it was the right thing to do. So I think the Treat and Train is a super tool to add to your training toolbox. It really can help you out. And you know what's really neat about this is they give you an instruction guide, lots of super information in here about ways that you can customize the Treat and Train to your dog. How often the cookies come out of it, the size of the cookies, the rate of reward. You can change the audible tone so that it's quieter or louder depending on your situation. The remote control allows you to dispense as you'd like, or it can dispense at a certain rate of reward from the machine automatically. So many things that you could do with this. There's a target stick so you could teach your dog that independence and the confidence that is so important to any kind of training for your dog. I'm really glad I added the Treat and Train to my training toolbox, and I hope you do too. Happy training. I'm Diane Patterson.